name is Me, and today I'm gonna read you a book. It's The Magic Tree House, Merlin Missions. This book is called Monday with a Mad Genius. Here's the title. Okay, now let me read the introduction for you. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. I hope you know this place. A mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. A brother and sister named Jack and Annie soon learned that the treehouse was magic. It could take them to any time and any place in history. Wow, imagine that. And no time at all would pass in Frog Creek while they were gone. Jack and Annie also learned that the treehouse belonged to Morgan Le Fay, a magical librarian from the legendary realm of Camelot. After they went on many adventures for Morgan, Merlin the magician began sending Jack and Annie on Merlin missions. In the treehouse, with help from the two young sorcerers named Teddy and Kathleen, Jack and Annie visited 4 mythical places and found valuable objects to save Camelot. On their next 4 Merlin missions, Jack and Annie once again traveled to real time and real place in history. After proving to Merlin that they knew how to use magic wisely, he entrusted them with a wand of Dianthus, the unicorn Dianthus, a real unicorn. With the help of the wand, Jack and Annie would now be able to make their own magic. On their most recent adventure, Teddy and Kathleen told Jack and Annie that Merlin was very unhappy and not well, and that Morgan wanted them to search for 4 of the secret happiness to share with Merlin. Merlin the magician. Now Jack and Annie are waiting for the treehouse to return and take them on their second mission to help Merlin. What do you think now? It's Monday with the Mad Genius. Can't wait. But I'll just read you chapter 1, okay? Chapter 1, Old Friends. Jack poured milk over his cereal. His stomach felt fluttery. It was Monday, the first day of his new school year. Jack always felt nervous on the first day. What would his new teacher be like? Would his desk be close to a window? Would friends from last year be in his class again this year? Annie, hurry! Jack's mom called upstairs. It's 15 minutes till 8. School starts in half an hour. Jack's dad walked into the kitchen. Are you sure you and Annie don't want me to drive you? He asked. No thanks. We don't mind walking, said Jack. Their school was only 3 blocks away. Annie, hurry, their mom called again. You're going to be late. The back door banged open. Annie rushed into the kitchen. She was out of breath. What do you think she's up to? Let's find out. Oh, I thought you were upstairs, their mom said with surprise. You were outside? Yes, said Annie, panting, just taking a quick walk. She looked at Jack. Her eyes sparkled. Hurry, Jack. We really should go now. Okay, I'm coming, said Jack. He leaped up from the table. He could tell Annie wasn't talking about school. The treehouse must be back. Finally. Jack grabbed his backpack. Annie held the door open for him. No breakfast? Their mom asked. Too nervous to eat now, Mom, said Jack. Me too, said Annie. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Have fun, their mom said. Learn a lot, said their dad. Don't worry, we will, said Annie. Jack and Annie slipped out the door and walked quickly across their yard. It's back, said Annie. I figured I figured it was, said Jack. Morgan must want us to look for another secret of happiness to help Merlin, said Annie. Yep, said Jack. Let's run. Jack and Annie dashed up the sidewalk. They crossed the street and headed into the Frog Creek woods. They ran between the trees, through the shadows and light until they came to the tallest oak. High in the tree was the magic treehouse. The rope ladder was swaying in the chilly morning wind. How did you know it was here? Asked Jack, catching his breath. I woke up thinking about Teddy and Kathleen, said Annie, and I had this strange feeling. Really? Said Jack. Teddy! Kathleen! He shouted up at the treehouse. Two young teenagers looked out the treehouse window. A curly-haired boy with freckles and a big grin, and a smiling girl with sea blue eyes and dark wavy hair. Jack, Annie, the girl said. Come up, said the boy. Jack and Annie hurried up the rope ladder. When they climbed inside the treehouse, they threw their arms around their friends. Are we going to look for another secret of happiness? Said Annie. To help Merlin? Yes, this time you will have to travel to Florence, Italy, 500 years ago, said Teddy. Florence, Italy? Said Jack. What's there? An amazing person who will help you, said Kathleen. Who? Asked Annie. Is this person magical? Teddy grinned. Some people might say so, he said. He reached into his cloak and pulled out a book. The cover showed a drawing of a man wearing a purple cloak and a floppy blue cap. He had a long nose, bright, kind eyes with heavy eyebrows, and a flowing beard. What do you think he is? Let's find out. The title said, Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, Leonardo da Vinci! Leonardo da Vinci! Leonardo da Vinci, said Jack. Are you kidding? I've heard of him, said Annie. Who hasn't? Said Jack. He was an incredible genius. This biography of Leonardo will help you on your mission, said Teddy. And so will this rhyme from Morgan, said Kathleen. She pulled a small piece of parchment paper from her cloak and gave it to Annie. Annie read the words on the paper aloud. To Jack and Annie from Frog Creek. Though the question is quite simple, simple answers might be wrong. If you want to know the right one, help the genius all day long, morning, noon, and afternoon, till the night bird sings its song. To find the secret of happiness, we need to spend the whole day helping Leonardo da Vinci, said Jack. Yes, said Kathleen. Teddy nodded. I wish you could come too, said Annie. And help us, said Jack. Never fear, said Kathleen. You will have the help of the great genius and the wand of Dianthus. Oh, Annie said to Jack. Did you bring our wand? Of course, said Jack. I always carry it with me for safekeeping. He reached into his backpack and pulled out a gleaming silver wand. The wand of Dianthus, Teddy said in a hushed voice. The wand looked like the horn of a unicorn. It burned in Jack's hand with cold or warmth. He couldn't tell which. He carefully put the wand back into his pack. Remember the 3 rules of the wand? Said Kathleen. Sure, said Annie. You can only use it for the good of others. You can only use it after you've tried your hardest. And you can only use it with a command of 5 words. Excellent, said Kathleen. Thanks, said Annie. Ready? She asked Jack. Jack nodded. Bye, Teddy. Bye, Kathleen. Goodbye, said Teddy. And good luck, said Kathleen. Jack pointed at the cover of the book. I wish we could go to Leonardo da Vinci. In the distance, the school bell started to ring, letting kids know that school would start in 10 minutes. But in the Frog Creek woods, the wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still. So I hope you like this book. And next time I'll read chapter 2. Bye!